Today's video, we are going to review the stocks that I'm looking at for 2025. If you haven't been to my channel, welcome. There's a lot to offer. I just want to show you real quick that you can check me out on Twitter. I'm on TikTok, and my main thing is on YouTube. But also definitely check out the playlist. There's a lot to offer with the members only playlist, Gemini cryptocurrency, Fidelity index funds, ETFs, Vanguard, and day trading, and my trading P&L as well for 2023 and 2024, where I made over $80,000 day trading. But let's get into it. Let's look at the top stocks that I'm looking at and what I'm going to continue to add to the YouTube portfolio. All right, so this is the YouTube portfolio, and I want to break down just 2 or 3 stocks that I'm going to continue to add and the alerts that I'm setting when I'm going to buy them. In the YouTube portfolio, we have a very strict rule where we can only have 5 to 7% allocation of the account within an individual stock. As you can see, we have FSPGX, which is a growth fund, which accounts for so far about 82 to 83% of the portfolio, which is right here. Tesla is a stock that I'm looking to add, but it's very difficult to add to them when you're up 182%. So we will break down a level that where I am comfortable adding to them as well. Google is a stock that I want to start building out as well. We have a current cost basis of $149 a share. So we're going to look to add to them as well into 2025, and we'll break down that level as well. Nike and Celsius, we are also going to be adding to them as well. I have them on current drips, and I will show you that with the automatic investments, and I also have a video on that at the end of this where you can just click on it. It'll show you how to do automatic investments within Fidelity if you're interested. Tesla is the first stock that we mentioned, so I just want to bring up a level that I'm going to be watching. Now you have to remember, my current share price is around $150 per share. So I'm all the way down here. So I mean, it's a huge gain already. I'm up 180% on it. I'm not looking to add at 400. I think that's insane. If you're a buyer up here, I mean, I hope it keeps going up for you. But for me, I'm not selling shares, but I'm not buying shares. I just want to point out this level. It broke out through this new high here around $275, and then it went up to the moon. So what I'm doing is if it pulls back to 300, I'll start to dollar cost average in again. But where I'll start to add more shares would be around the $275 mark. The next stock I want to bring up to you, we spoke about Google. Google is a stock that I think that is completely just been undervalued. But when you look at it on a long-term trend chart, you can see that there actually is a trend channel that did form if you were watching it. And you can see it right here. Looking at it, it has been trading since $80. It has been trading within this zone the entire time. And it looked pretty scary at this point here at 170, 168. It looked like it was going to potentially break and start failing and making new lows. That should have been an add spot. I didn't add. But as you can see here, it blasted up with their new news, which we'll get into. It broke from 167 up to 190. If Google can make a pullback to about 150 to 155, I will feel comfortable adding to them. And you got to remember, I'm buying these stocks long term. I'm not buying them to try and day trade them in the YouTube portfolio. This is a strict long-term account. I'm adding shares and then forgetting it. So I'm watching this 150 level. I will feel comfortable. Even at 160, I would start dollar cost averaging in. So what I would need, if it's trading at, let's say 190 right now, we need a pullback to at least 160. That's a 16 to 15% pullback. So something tells me I'm going to be waiting a while for this one, but I'm okay waiting. Switching over to Grok right now on X. I'm just asking why Google's up so much, and the recent break news was that quantum computing breakthrough where they unveiled that computing with its new chip called Willow, and it reduces errors in quantum computations that can lead to significant future applications, enhancing Google's position in tech innovation. For me, Google is a great stock. I actually kind of wish I had more shares already, but I have them in that growth fund of FSPGX where it's already 7% of that fund. So even though I don't own as much individual Google stock, which I will in the future when we get pullbacks, I still own them through that fund. Third stock that I'm going to be continuing to add to is Nike. I already have shares in them. Full disclosure, you saw them in the YouTube portfolio. The reason I like them is why I'm building a position in them, and they are down, which will go on the chart. I am making a 2.07% dividend. Look at their earnings. They're beating earnings. They're a healthy company. I genuinely enjoy them. I wear their products. For me, I think you should always own stocks that you know the company, that it's simple, easy to understand. PE ratio is 22 currently at this moment. Looking at their balance sheet, profit margin is almost 50%. For me, that's strong enough. And looking at this chart, if you look at just the 5-year chart on them, you can see that they used to have highs of 175. So they have really sold off. And I think that this is a major buying opportunity. And you ran into basically support level, whether you realize it or not, right at this level here. So I've definitely been watching them around, I want to continue to add to them. Anything under $80 for me is a continue buy. I'm going to show you I have automatic investments on them, and we'll post that link at the end of the video. But every single Monday, I'm buying a few dollars worth of Nike to continue to add to the position. All right, guys, the next thing I'm looking to dollar cost average into, which I already have a position, this is cryptocurrency. I use Gemini. If you're interested, I'll post the video at the end as well. I left a referral code as well. We both get a little bonus from this. We get $15 in crypto up to our choice, which is nice. You can just copy this link. I'll put it in the description below. Let's break down XRP. Right, so currently I've been buying them $100 a week, XRP. Not exactly looking at the prices, but now 2025, I'm going to be more selective because we had this massive movement. We have the 5-year chart up on XRP. They were dealing with deregulation, et cetera, issues that were going on with the SEC. Now that that seems to be cleared, I am going to continue dollar cost averaging, and this is a long-term play as well. What I'm looking to do is I look to buy anything under $2 so far, but you had this massive move up from 50 cents all the way up to $2. It even went higher than this, up to like $3. And now what I'm trying to do is dollar cost average so far. Anything under $2, I'll dollar cost average in. And where I really want to start really buying more heavy is around 1.3 to 1.5. So those are the levels I'm looking at for XRP. Okay, so here's a risky stock that I've been buying. If you've been watching my channel and you saw, I already bought a couple of shares of Lucid around $2.13. None of this is financial advice. Do your own research. Don't follow YouTubers. So what I'm saying is I bought this stock. I'm using my day trading gains to buy them. Looking at their earnings, they missed their earnings. They have not been doing well. If you look at their statistics, this is a completely very risky play. So when you buy stocks like this, please make it like a small percentage of your portfolio. So even if they go bankrupt, you don't really take a hit to your portfolio because the biggest thing is protecting your financial assets. Their profit margin right now is negative 71%. I made a video showing how much Lucid loses on every video. Every car that they actually sell, it's over like $350,000. So they're in a lot of debt. They have some backup. But for me, I'm willing to buy them. I want to have a few stocks that I think are high risk, high reward. So if I lose money on them, I'm okay because I have a small portion of my portfolio allocated to them, where if it's less than 1%, it's really not going to impact me at all. It's like 0.5% of the portfolio, even less, to be honest. So if you look up here, Lucid was at $62 at highs. It went there again twice. And now it's sold all the way off and it's down to $2.58. I'm sitting on shares at $2.13. I'm dollar cost averaging in a couple of dollars every single week, buying into Lucid. So that position will get bigger, trying to get up to 1,000 shares. And then I'm going to just sit on them and let it be. Whatever happens, happens. And that's okay. But I just want to at least bring it up to you guys so you can see this is definitely a stock that I have put in my channel that I want you to at least be aware of. The last stock I want to mention is Celsius stock. Now for me, I like to put it into Grok, ask a few questions. I'm already have a position in them. I'm investing in them, but I just want to give you at least an idea if you've never heard of this stock. I mean, they were making year over year 104% average growth, which was excellent, but that's unsustainable. The big reason that I'm starting to dollar cost average in on them, I have like, I think a $30 cost basis. They were at $70 sold off, is that, they're pursuing the international market. So I'm thinking if they can get into like Australia, France, New Zealand, Canada, they can start really growing that product with the strategic partnership with Pepsi. I think we might be able to get a boost in share price as well. They currently have an 11% share price, percentage within the U.S. energy drink market. So I definitely enjoy that. And their two top competitors are really Monster and Red Bull. Their financials are strong. They have no debt. They have a healthy balance sheet. So for me, this is worth it. But you got to remember, this is kind of a niche. That's definitely a con. And they are competing against the big dogs, Monster, Red Bull, but they're also 50 to 60% down from their highs. So for me, I'm willing to take that risk. But you got to remember, this is like a niche thing. And when you think about this type of product, they're going to have to eventually make more products because it's so competitive. There's so many other items out there, but they do push like the healthier drink per se, let's say. But Analyst targets, just so you can see, are $26 to $99. I'm sitting at $30 cost basis, and I'm buying every single Monday as well, dollar cost averaging into the position. All right, guys, thanks for checking out the channel, Trading Simplified. Those are my stock picks right now for 2025. Continue to add to my FSPGX, the growth fund, throughout the year with the automatic investments and those individual stocks. And if some other opportunities come up, I'll definitely make more videos on it. Check out my Fidelity playlist, Vanguard, my trading P&L, the Gemini cryptocurrency. I'll attach that link as well. If you're interested, you can become part of the community. It's really just to support the channel. And I also just post other things like United Healthcare Group just broke its 200 SMA. Just little questions for everybody if they're interested in buying Lucid, or members only videos that pop up, and just showing the trading P&L of 2024, just so you all can see on Fidelity Active Trader Pro. Check out the membership if you're interested. I make some videos just for members on levels that I'm specifically watching when I'm entering, etc.